Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jade, and I am so honored to be here with you all today. I want to talk about something simple but incredibly powerful: the importance of asking questions and understanding each other, especially when it comes to our cultures and races. But before I get into that, I want to share a little story with you. When I was in the 4th grade, I met a girl named Priya. She was quiet, kept to herself, and brought food to school that smelled different from what most of us were used to. At first, some kids made fun of her, saying mean things about her food and calling her names. I didn't know her well, so I stayed out of it. But one day, I decided to sit with her during lunch. I asked her what her food was, and she smiled for the first time. She told me it was called biryani, a dish her mom made because it reminded them of home in India. That day, she offered me a bite, and it was one of the best things I'd ever tasted. After that, Priya and I became friends. She taught me about her family's traditions, her language, and even how to write my name in Hindi. But here's the thing: if I'd let the other kids' teasing and judgment influence me, I would have missed out on an amazing friendship and all the things I learned from her. Instead of seeing her differences as something strange, I saw them as something beautiful. And that experience taught me a lesson I'll never forget: never let someone else's hate or ignorance shape how you see another person. We live in a world where it's so easy to judge people who aren't like us. Maybe they look different, speak a different language, or practice a different religion. Sometimes, it's not even about what we know, it's about what we hear. People say things like, "Don't trust people like them," or, "They don't belong here." Those words don't come from truth, they come from fear and misunderstanding. And if we let those words influence us, we miss out on learning, growing, and building connections with amazing people. That's why it's so important to ask questions. Ask why someone's hair looks different from yours, or why they celebrate a holiday you've never heard of. Ask them about the music they love or the stories their grandparents told them. But don't stop there, listen to their answers. Really listen. When we take the time to understand each other, we discover that we're more alike than we think. We all have dreams, fears, families we love, and stories that matter. And understanding each other doesn't just benefit us, it makes our community stronger. Imagine if we all grew up knowing it's okay to be curious about each other's cultures, that it's okay to celebrate our differences instead of fearing them. Imagine a world where no child grows up thinking they're less than someone else because of their skin color, their accent, or their traditions. But this kind of understanding has to start young. Parents, teachers, and leaders, it starts with you. Teach your kids that every culture has value. Teach them that it's okay to ask questions and that it's even better to listen to the answers. And for the young people here today, I want to challenge you. The next time you meet someone who's different from you, don't let stereotypes or other people's opinions stop you from getting to know them. Be brave enough to ask, "What's your story?" You might be surprised by how much you have in common. Today, at this event, we have a chance to start something amazing. Look around you. There are so many cultures, so many stories, so many opportunities to learn from each other. So, I'm leaving you with a challenge. Ask one question today. Ask someone about their culture, their traditions, or their experiences. Listen to their answer, and then share it with someone else. Let's make this a community where understanding isn't just a goal, it's a way of life. Thank you for letting me share my story. I can't wait to hear yours.